on the harmful effects of verbal bullying. Firstly, one needs to understand what verbal bullying is. It can be defined as an act of forcefully criticizing or insulting or denouncing another person in layman's terms. It is another form of harmful words used against any other person to produce negative.
Mr. Zaid Khan, what is verbal bullying? What are the effects of verbal bullying? When most people think of bullying, they think of physical bullying. However, bullying goes beyond the physical and can encompass the verbal. It may seem strange, but verbal bullying can be just as harmful in different ways as physically bullying. With verbal bullying, the goal is to degrade and to demean the victim while making the aggressor look dominant and powerful. All bullying focuses on creating a situation in which the victim is dominated by the aggressor, and this can happen verbally and physically. In many cases, verbal bullying is the province of girls. Girls are more subtle and can be more devastating in general than boys. Girls use verbal bullying as well as social exclusion techniques to dominate others and show their superiority and power. However, there are also many boys with subtlety enough to use verbal techniques for domination and who practice in using words when they want to avoid the trouble that can come with physically bullying
Hi,
someone.
I am Mr. J. Reddy and I will be informing you on the effects of verbal bullying. Many victims of verbal bullying are affected in very real ways. Verbal bullying can affect one's self-image and affect someone in emotional and psychological ways. This type of bullying can lead to low self-esteem as well as depression and other problems. It can aggravate problems that a victim may already be experiencing at home or in other places. In some cases, verbal bullying can reach a point where the victim gets so depressed and wants to escape so badly that he or she may turn to substance abuse or, in some extreme cases, suicide. In the end, words have a power of their own, and the realities of verbal bullying can have a very physical consequence. Have a power of their own, and the realities of verbal bullying can have very physical consequences, even if the aggressor never lays a finger on the victim.
Jay Sigamani and I, Mr. TLS Israel, will be informing you all on how to deal with the verbal bullying. Verbal bullying can be hard for teachers and other authority figures to detect, since no physical harm takes place. You as a parent should be aware of what is going on in your child's life and be a place that he or she can turn to if verbal bullying is taking place. Some signs that show your child might be a victim of insults from verbal bullying includes reluctance to go to school, complaints that no one likes him or her, prolonged depression, a drop in school performance, or drastic changes in eating and sleeping habits. It is difficult to deal with verbal bullies, but there are some things that your child can do in order to avoid these bullies. It takes a lot of effort, though. Here are some things that may help your child deal with the verbal bullying.
This is difficult, but if you can shrug off insults and provide no reaction, there's a chance that eventually the bully will move on to someone else who provides a more interesting and responsive
Authority figure. A trusted teacher can make things a little easier by being on the lookout for a bully. Unfortunately, it is hard to catch verbal bullies and even harder to punish them since there is no proof that they have been involved in such behavior. But telling someone at school can be of a relief.
Do not resort to rudeness yourself. Many bullies lose interest if you do not sink to their level. If you act rudely and aggressively yourself, you may invite physical confrontation, which could add physical hurts to the emotion.
Try to focus on your friends. If your child has loyal friends, encourage him or her to be around those friends as they will have some positive influences. Additionally, a victim that is surrounded by friends can dissuade a verbal bully from engaging.
Other sources of enjoyment, after school activities and other interests and hobbies can help you take your mind off the verbal.
It is quite difficult to stop verbal bullying. However, you can set a good example for your child by speaking kindly of others and not resorting to rudeness yourself. This is quite important since many verbal bullies first learn to dominate others with words by listening to their parents and how they interact with others.
Hashtag it starts with you.